Hello guys and welcome back to Jack Mate's Happy Hour. We've had a week to digest those urban legends from last week, Stevie.
It's been emotional.
None of us have been killed by the bunny man yet. No.
Yet. I knew you were going to say yet.
Yeah. We are joined again by Fiona.
Hello.
And Alex.
Hello.
Because Jordan's trains happened again. This week we are going to rip off another TV show. In the summer with my friend Will JC, we ripped off Would I Lie to You? We called it Would You Lie to Me? And this week we are going to be doing Room 201.
What's that meant to be?
It's a spin-off from 8 out of 10 Cats. No, we're going to be doing Room 101. I'm going to be the host. I'm going to be Frank Skinner in this scenario. And you three are going to come to me with things that annoy you. And I'm going to choose one of those three things to cement it forevermore into Room 201.
Lovely.
It's no different. It's no different. And the first topic we've got is pressing the button. Oh yeah, Stevie, good. You've seen. You haven't got a clue.
I don't watch it.
Have you ever seen it?
You've never watched it?
I've seen bits of it on the TV. Yeah.
Okay, right. So
Probably funnier there.
the first topic that we have is food. Things that annoy you.
That's lucky because I wrote one down for food.
Things that annoy you about food. And ladies first.
Okay, so
That was quick from you. That was quick.
comedy.
I like that. I like that a lot.
So, my food-based annoyance, I don't know the name of it, but I'm just going to say 3 words and hope you understand what I mean.
Fish are sushi. Go on.
Tea bag holders.
Eh?
No, tea bag holders.
Oh, God. We're on form. What do you mean?
Yeah, I'm lost already.
So, you know when you're making a cup of tea, you got a tea bag. You don't need it anymore. Where'd you put it? In that little...
What? Well, we had the bunny man this week. Now we got the tea bag man. He opens his mouth. He's just got all tea bags hanging off his teeth.
He drinks bathwater. Don't listen to him.
Teeth bags. Go on.
Teeth, nice. So yeah, you know where do you put the tea bags when you're done with it? Not the stomach, Alex. Nearly called you Alfie. What?
I can be your elf.
He's over there actually.
Right, go on. No, so you put it in a little container, don't you?
Yeah, so it's like a little bowl, a little dish.
Yeah.
Usually a little, I don't know, a little white pottery ceramic dish, and it just sits where the tea caddy sits, where the sugar bowl sits. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
It's a gateway to the bin. It's on the route to the bin.
Yeah, and
that annoys me.
So you're kind of like football agents. You're thinking, we don't need a middleman for this.
No. Just take it straight from the cup to the bin. There doesn't need to be any extra steps in the middle.
So would you then, and this goes out to everyone at home, visualise this. You do a cup of tea, you got your tea bag on the spoon. Right?
Okay, yeah.
Or a fork if you're Duty Rhino.
What?
I've seen him. I've never said this to him, but I've seen this.
He's not here today, so we're going to do it now.
Therapy sessions. I've seen him make a cup of tea with a fork.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Right.
I'm so glad we've replaced it with Alex.
No.
You're not. He eats the tea bag. It's not any better.
Dude, he feeds it to him from a fork.
No, because he doesn't have sugar in his tea.
So that doesn't mean he should use a fork.
Also, spoon is unnecessary.
He's got a point though, right? Like he deserves the right to reply. Right, but if you're not spooning sugar in, what are you doing? You're putting the tea bag in manually with your fingers. You're swirling it around, milk with a hand, and then all you need is a utensil to remove said tea bag from said cup.
Yeah, just get a pair of tongs or something.
But that's weirder. If I ever go in the kitchen, I see Duty Rhino making a cup of tea with a pair of tongs. I am gonna smooth out.
Smooth out.
I will smooth out. I will smooth out all the issues in our friendship. What?
I'm visualising that.
It's
so
weird.
So he uses
why
a fork.
Why not just use a spoon? I understand he doesn't need a spoon to spoon sugar in, but why not still just use a spoon?
I don't know. You'll have to ask him.
Size-wise as well, it makes sense to use a little spoon. No one uses a massive spoon to do a cup of tea.
I've seen you do that, and that fucking irritates me.
Oh!
You do not use a big spoon for a tea because you get the sugar measurements all wrong.
Excuse me, darling. You use sweeteners. I don't have to measure anything.
I have sugar in my coffee, sweeteners in my tea. Does anyone else do that? Email in.
No, hold on. I make your coffee probably more than you do.
Yeah, definitely.
I've never put sugar.
Why do you think he got you on board for Jackmate Limited?
She's employed.
Why do you think he put a ring on it? I've never put sugar in your coffee, ever.
All right, fair enough.
Oh,
Fair
I
enough.
hated them.
Right, I want to get back to the issue
Just
at
ask
hand.
Nick.
Okay.
So does Jordan use a fork and put it straight onto a tea bag holder?
No,
Or-
he will
He then
use.
uses the fork to eat his lunch.
Oh, he puts it in the tea bag holder, but he puts too many tea bags in that holder.
He
Oh,
put
it's
something
horrible.
weird in your tea.
Yeah,
Toast.
toast.
Oh, well, why is he on this?
Yeah.
No, that's all right. It's bloody lovely.
You might as well have it. He's got the fork for you.
No, so he puts them in the tea bag holder. He stacks it up. It's like a pyramid of
It's
dirty tea
horrible.
bags.
You guys own a tea bag holder?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why?
and
Why?
I wash it up every day, and it's disgusting.
Every day.
I agree. Tea bag holders are a little bit pointless.
I agree. However, do you take the tea with the tea bag over to the bin?
Yeah, hold the cup as well.
Right. So imagine if you're holding the cup in one hand,
Yep.
the spoon in the other,
Yep.
and you don't have a pedal bin. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm with Jack
Eating
now.
it.
Oh, my God.
No,
Alex
we're not.
comes
We're not. That's never
What do you
acceptable.
mean?
So
you put the cup down on the counter.
Then you've
And
got then you've got to open the lid on the bin.
Yeah.
Then you've got to get the cup, and then before you know it, it's a juggling act over here. Like, how are you getting that tea bag in the bin? If you've
With
got
your fork.
if you've got a tea bag holder, right? If you've got a tea bag holder, you can use your fork or spoon. We don't discriminate. Put it into the holder. That's in the holder now. Walk off, enjoy your tea, do your day. Then, when that gets to full capacity or far over capacity, if you're Jordan, you can then take that with one hand, like a little soggy pyramid,
Oh.
open the bin, flop them all in. You always get that hard one at the bottom as well, where the
Yeah,
bag
that
sort of
goes
sticks
mouldy.
to the
Jordan
thing.
lets them stack up for about probably a week before he empties it.
Well, he's not here and he doesn't have the right to reply.
The bottom ones are gone all green and furry.
Yeah, I have seen green and furry tea bags.
Yeah,
It's weird.
they actually go mouldy.
Only after midnight, like the
Okay.
Gremlins. Right, so I think I'm not passing judgment yet. I'm just giving you my opinion on
So
them.
you need ours first.
They are slightly redundant, but they also have a use. So they're not. So that's just
Okay.
cancelled each
Yeah,
other out. Stevie,
Okay.
go on.
Foreign foods.
Oh, wow, racist.
That is
You
so
sound
EDL.
like Jack's granddad.
That is so EDL.
Wait, I've got my reasoning.
Yeah.
So what I've actually written is something specific, but I think it's a lot broader than that when I think about it. So I've written people who get angry when you don't pronounce food the correct way. I've had a full-blown argument with someone because I'd say chorizo and they'd go, it's chorizo. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not even joking.
I heard his Spanish earlier.
yeah, last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, with La Cojina or whatever it was.
La
Llorona.
Llorona.
Yeah, doesn't
I
matter.
don't know. Llorona.
That was ages ago. Who does this?
I agree with
It's a
him.
lot of people. But then my other issue with that is then the opposite, where you go to a restaurant and you can't pronounce the food.
Yeah.
And then I feel a bit dumb. And then the other people who tried to pronounce it but do it wrong.
Yeah.
But then there's so many issues with the pronunciation of words.
On Monday, we were down. We were recording some episodes. We did the Gib podcast many Mondays ago, and myself and Fiona went to Pizza Express. I'm not a big fan of Pizza Express, but
Prince Andrew there?
that's where we were. Yeah.
Smoking's lovely.
And I ordered a pizza. I ordered a hot one. It was called a Diavola, right? So I went, hello, mate. I'll have the Diavola, please. I could have just said the hot one, but I thought I'll try and be a bit cultured. I'm in Soho.
Doesn't sound like the hardest word to read.
Right. So I went, Diavolo, please. And he went, yeah, no problem. One Diavola.
Diavolo.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he went, yep, no problem. One Diavolo. And I was
He
like,
didn't need to tell you.
don't like that. Don't like that. And I know this is going to make me seem a bit EDL because that's how you should pronounce it. What's a spin-off to your thing? Because I'm agreeing with you right now. One thing I despise is, and they're completely within their right to do this, but football commentators who pronounce the footballer how it's supposed to be pronounced. No. No. So, for example, my favourite footballer ever is Paolo Di Canio, right? That's how I would say it. It's spelt Paolo Di Canio. There was a commentator back in the day who used to pronounce it Paulo Di Canio. And he used to go Paulo Di Canio. And I was like, stop! Just say Paolo Di Canio.
That was the old dirt cout thing, wasn't it? Dirt kite.
Yeah.
They'd interchange.
There's so many of them. Do you remember when N'Golo Kante came over here? He was N'Golo Kante. Now what is he? N'Golo Kante. Piss off. piss off. You know Oliver Giroud?
Yeah.
Apparently that's Olivier Giroud.
Olivier Giroud, yeah.
Giroud, apparently.
Not Giroud.
Get to fuck.
Yeah. So less like, I'm not saying it in a racist way. Like,
Whereas I am.
Yeah. You're saying don't have a pronunciation of your word.
No, I'm doing it for comedic effect. That is how their name should be pronounced.
Funny racism.
Because I can't pronounce it, it irritates me.
Yeah, well, that's what it is. Like, I either feel uncomfortable or someone says something to me to be like, oh, you're doing it wrong. Or when I do attempt it, they're clearly looking at me like I'm a fucking idiot. So it's like, there's no winning situation unless I can say it properly. But then even when I could actually say it properly, so I said Diavolo or whatever you said it was, and I do it perfectly, the person I'm with going, could have just said Diavolo like anyone else would.
There's no winning.
There's no possible situation where you can win with pronouncing a foreign food.
That's good. What do you have any issue with people like using the
Coming over here and stealing our jobs.
do you have any problem with people using the correct utensils? So, for example,
A fork in the tea.
yeah, my lifelong friend Westy, he had an Asian girlfriend for about 5 years. So now he makes a point of using chopsticks correctly.
I don't care if people do use chopsticks and whatnot, but that's another thing I don't like if they judge me for using a fork.
Yes.
I can't use chopsticks.
I feel bad, I do that.
My granddad, right, I was going to say the other day, it was a couple of years ago, he went, oh, and this is a bit racist.
Is that how long ago we filmed this pod?
No, because I'm just fucking about here, but he will say this with no like comedic undertone, right? So he was like, "Oh, I don't like it when people use chopsticks. We got knife and fork. What's wrong with that? Knife and fork." The other day, I saw a lovely couple just using chopsticks, just showing off. I went,
Showing off?
Yeah, right. So I went, hey, what? They come round here? He went, no. We were down that Chinese restaurant. So, all right, Granddad.
No, I don't see an issue with people using chopsticks if they are able to, but I can't. I've tried. People have tried to teach me. I need to use a fork. I'm
I
not
only
capable.
find it annoying because I do use chopsticks.
Are you good at them?
Yeah, I'm capable. But it's the fact that the reason why I want everybody else to use them is because that means I always end up finishing my food last. Because they are harder to use.
So if they're harder to use,
Yep.
bin them off. We've got forks. That's well easy. I know it's a cultural thing, right? And that's fine.
And forks are reusable.
That's fine. But
Wait, chopsticks aren't?
Well, in restaurants, you just get the little wooden ones you snap and then they bin them, don't they?
yeah, it's wood in it. It doesn't matter.
Well, it probably just goes in the bin, though. I doubt they recycle it.
You can
Burn it.
make a tree
Not
out of
good.
it. Plant it.
All those well-known
Plant a chopstick, you'll get an
Chopstick
oak
trees.
tree.
Chopstick trees.
Is that where chopsticks come from?
Do you know what? A lot of podcasts I listen to the Luke and Pete show, and they quote like such a random bit of their podcast and put it as their title. I would love to start doing that because this episode would definitely just be called Chopstick Trees.
What?
Yeah, I quite like that. Alex, what annoys you about food?
I had just the word McDonald's written down.
Oh, right. Okay, that's very broad. You need to delve into this.
Okay. So, to be fair, there's lots of things I actually hate about McDonald's. Some of them are not even food specific.
Well, it doesn't matter because it still revolves around food. However, you're going to have to be careful. You're going to be fighting an uphill battle because a lot of people like McDonald's.
Yeah, and this means you'd be putting McDonald's in room 101.
That means
201.
201, careful. Copyright infringement.
Why is he a clown?
What?
Why is he a clown? Ronald McDonald. Obviously.
I thought he was really pissed off with you. Who's this fucking clown over here? That's Stevie. I get it, but doesn't everything need a mascot? Why is
Yeah, but surely you could find something a bit more like chicken related.
why is KFC Colonel?
Because he made it.
What?
Colonel Sanders is the creator of...
He's a real person, Jack.
I thought he's an urban legend.
Are you kidding?
You know he's real, don't you?
My dad's
He's a person.
My dad's dad was on a flight with him. He's a real human being.
Yeah.
He's a real person. Did you not know?
How are you so shocked at
He was
this?
married to Princess Diana.
A minute ago, I thought you could make trees by burying chopsticks, Fiona. So,
Did you genuinely not know?
I don't think
Colonel
so.
Sanders is a real man.
I thought he was developed in a marketing boardroom.
Colonel Sanders was a real person.
Was or is?
He's dead.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. Look how old he is in the picture.
How was your dad on a flight with him?
No, my dad's dad.
Oh, right. Okay.
We'll go way back.
Right, so
It's
you...
like Papa John is a real person.
Yeah.
Jack learns something new every week.
You do.
Yeah,
Mr. Sainsbury's.
What?
Mr. Sainsbury's.
John Sainsbury's,
Yeah, John
isn't it?
Sainsbury's, real man.
Next year we said that the Monopoly Man's not real.
Fuck off.
I saw your brain going, what do I say?
Yeah.
How do I take this?
So I don't think your problem's with McDonald's. I think your problem's with mascots.
Yeah, to be fair, I don't like the whole point that they've... Why is he a clown? It doesn't make any sense. They had loads of characters as well, but they got rid of the other ones.
Yeah, they did. They had
That
the
kind of annoyed me.
they had the burglar. He was a burger, but he was a burglar.
To be fair, now I've written it
That's shit.
down.
That's fucking brilliant.
I'm coming up with more and more reasons I have problems with McDonald's in my head.
All right,
go on then.
All right,
Another one.
Yeah.
I see it written down. I was just
Off the
spitballing
dome,
it.
off the dome.
Off the dome. The toys, man. You know when you used to go and you get the same Happy Meals trying to collect all of them, they just
Yeah.
give you the same one every time.
Yeah.
Because you're a man or something.
No. I'll tell you why. That's because they changed every week. So if you went twice in the same week, you'd be getting that same toy, my brother.
I could always go up and swap the toy. I remember.
Yeah, you can ask.
Yeah, you can just take the toy and be
You
like,
can
oh,
actually
I've got
do
this,
you
this
think,
pink
Stevie,
unicorn. I need to swap
I'm a
it.
21-year-old man. I don't do it now. I'm not going to pretend like I'm no Happy Meals now.
I feel like you've been carrying this problem for quite some time.
With the toys and Happy Meals, I'd say they've got a lot worse. When we were kids, I think
They
the
were
toys
so
were
good.
quite
They
good.
were
The
great.
Some of
Tweenies
the,
one,
the
Tweenies
Pokemon
ones were
stuff back in the day.
But were they only great because we were
Barnacles.
kids?
Good point,
Now
good
we're
point.
adults. Toys are shit.
No, I think looking back at some of the toys I got from McDonald's, they were toys you'd actually play with.
Yeah.
Now you get something that you'd look at, maybe use whilst you're in McDonald's, and bin it before you even
tell you
leave.
the last one I remember
but
getting.
because of Fiona's point, it's because you're an adult.
I
Yeah,
should
you
stop
don't-
buying Happy Meals.
Yeah.
No,
You
they
should
have
have
got
stopped
worse.
about
They've got
13 years
smaller
ago.
now.
What?
The toys are smaller because I still order Happy Meals occasionally when I'm not quite hungry, but hungry enough.
Yeah.
I'd do it every day. That was actually the original point I was going to make when I came on here. Was that I've had McDonald's so much now that it no longer. I think half the reason I enjoyed it so much is because I was a kid, and you wait so long. You always want to go to McDonald's. You have to eat vegetables a week. When you get McDonald's, it's like a reward. Whereas now,
You can
Uber
get it
Eats, I could get it whenever, and I
Yeah.
hate it now. Couldn't go into McDonald's.
Really?
We went to McDonald's the other day, remember? And I had
yeah.
a Coke.
Yeah.
You went, what do you want? I went, I can't look at McDonald's anymore, man.
Yeah. Fair enough. That's a good point. Doesn't mean I agree with you because I order McDonald's far too much.
That's because you're fucking obese.
I know it is. I know. I feel like it's easy. It's simple. You can dip your selects. If you'd have come to me then, Alex, you missed a trick here. Because if you'd have said about them forgetting sauce, or we just ordered a
True.
KFC.
No straws.
yeah, straws. We just.
Oh, the paper straws now that they've got.
well, what about
fucking
The
dreadful?
environment.
No, they're still plastic lids. Like
Yeah.
the
True,
I didn't
straw
think about
itself.
Yeah.
But it's the paper straws they use are so low quality. As soon as you finish about a quarter of a milkshake,
They've
it's in
disintegrated.
bits.
Yeah, McFlurries have now done off with the plastic lids, though.
Yeah, I like that's good.
That's
I
all right.
love the new tubs from McFlurry.
Yeah, I think they're
rate them.
good. And they're easy to eat. Because with the plastic lids, no one ever kept that on.
No,
No, you
Everyone
take it
just
off
took
instantly.
Because you couldn't get the spoon through the circle pretty much anyway.
What is a shame about the plastic spoon for it though. That big plastic spoon they still use. So it's
Yeah.
like, no matter what, they're not. I get that they're trying, but
You can only do it step by step.
it's lowering the experience.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm sure they have enough money where they could just do it all in one go.
Okay, I think it's time to vote. I think Alex, straight away you're out of the running. I think
What?
too many people like
I think we
McDonald's.
always just agreed there.
You may have had a point for the clown, but
When
then
was the last time they released like a Green Day music device in one of the toys?
what?
You used to get a thing, you play Green Day in it. That was when McDonald's was good. Days are over now.
Well, it may have got worse, but I don't think it's. I can't banish it because that would take away about 50% of my diet. It's a tough one between. You've both got points. You've got
Mine's
the
better.
teabag carrier container, which acts as an agent almost to the
Just
middleman.
unnecessary, just more washing up.
Unnecessary. Sometimes I think it has a
Also.
use. I think it does have a
The
use.
only time I use the teabag holder is when we're throwing like a party or just cooking for other people.
What a party that
Those
is.
teabag pies.
Well, and I need something like to hold the hummus.
Oh wow.
Just dip, it's a
Oh,
perfect
the mouldy
size.
tea bags in.
No. I've like sprayed it with Dettol or whatever.
Right.
And
Sorry, your
yeah.
time's up.
Want
I'm
me to take the engagement ring off?
I'm judging now. You can't argue anymore, right? I'm not putting it in. Unfortunately, I'm not putting it in because I think sometimes it does serve a purpose. Whereas people that people that have a go at you for mispronouncing foreign foods can get in room.
So there we go, everybody. The
201.
racists win again. This is a post-Brexit Britain, everybody. What did you think was going to happen?
There we go. So Stevie, you've got a point. You two have 2 more rounds left. So,
Okay, bring it on.
you can only equalise, and then we'll do a quick fire round to pick a winner if it goes like that. It might not. You only need 1 more point.
That's all I'm saying. I'm happy.
And I'm not going to set this up to be like, oh, everyone's won. I'm genuinely going to pick who I think's the worst there.
So
I'd just like to thank Tommy Robinson for that idea. So.
There we go. So that is the first half of room 201. Come back after this. We've got 2 more rounds for you and potentially a bonus one. Hello guys and welcome back to Jack Mate's Happy Hour. In the first half of this special episode of Room 201, Stevie put in foreign foods or some shit in didn't you?
It happened 2 minutes ago. How have you forgotten?
Oh, well, I was...
Pronunciation of words.
Yeah, something like that. We'll put it in.
Brilliant.
And McDonald's is still out there in the ethos for people to enjoy. And if you are trying to dispose of your tea bag and you need a little middle agent for it, then they're out there as well. The next topic, we're going to go from food to the online sphere.
Brilliant.
Mate's videos.
All right, Alex, you can kick this off.
Same one as me.
Oh, you can.
We've
You
all
can.
done it. This is hat trick.
Kick us off. What you got?
Okay, so I think this is a problem that me and you may have. More than anybody else. Sorry, you're not celebrity influence YouTube stars.
That's true.
I'm right here.
Yeah.
I've just hit 10,000 followers on Instagram.
Eventually, well done.
And a company has already messaged me saying they'll send me shit as long as I do a story.
What was
I
it?
hope it's not McDonald's.
Whitworths. They work with like Weetabix and
Woolworths?
stuff.
Come back. They've
They've come back straight for me.
No wonder they went under if that's their fucking strategy.
Hold on. I said that I've got this thing. I've not replied to them, and now I'm giving them promotion anyway.
Sorry, just change it. Put it at Woolworths and in post.
Yeah. What do you hate about the online world?
Okay, so this is a personal thing, and also it's a direct attack on my fan base. So this is like shooting myself in the foot.
Okay.
There is nothing that I find more irritating. I have tried really hard, actually, to get this out of my system so that I don't get angry at it. But when I go on Instagram Live at any point, no matter where I am, and people tell me that I need to go to bed.
Oh, yeah.
I cannot describe, and now I've said this, it's only going to get worse. I cannot describe the fury that comes across me when people say that. I've explained in detail. Sometimes I will say to people, all right, for you, all right, it's like midnight. For me, I've just woken up. And then people go to bed anyway. And I'm like, no, I can't just sleep forever. God, I wish I could. And I might do if they carry on. They'll drive me to a point of it too far where I go, I can't do this anymore. And
Eternal sleep beckons.
I will just end it.
I think that's very, very niche, but it also does irritate me.
Yeah,
it irritates me when I tweet late at night, right? Which I can do now the band's finished. But a couple of weeks ago when that band was in place, that was tough times.
Couldn't sleep.
Yeah.
Because I didn't tell you to.
I'll tweet at like 2 a.m. and people will just go to bed, Jack. I'm in bed. Go to sleep then. Who are you?
Surely they're also awake.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So I see what you're coming from. Does anyone else suffer from this? Fiona, you don't have social media.
I don't have any social media,
so
so...
lucky.
No, and you do sleep at normal hours, so
I do.
you're kind of exempt.
I sleep for about 10 hours a night.
Yeah,
so
you're like
I'm
a wombat.
absolutely fine. Why?
I sleep a lot. I know, a sloth.
Sloth. I got moaned at for folk.
Again.
Yeah, okay, all right, Fiona. What do you hate about the online world?
Oh, I thought you were asking.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, no, I've got nothing to delve into that.
Okay.
It's irritating. Most of the people that comment...
I had that, and I also have people who constantly comment on your appearance, but that's just the general thing that people do.
They both irritate me, but you've made your bed. I'm not going to tell you to lie in it, because that's the whole thing you hate.
That was a good...
Well played.
I didn't even realise you did that.
Fiona, what do you hate about the online world?
Video intros.
Right.
I actually understand that as well. I hate having an intro.
How do you start a video without one?
Just go into the video. I hate when people go, hello, welcome back to the channel. And it's just like, What do you, this is you've just come up with my recommended, mate.
Yeah, I need
What?
to stop doing this.
Oh,
generally. It's an
right.
I
actual
don't know who you
problem.
are.
I sometimes do this. Hello, guys. Jack, mate. Welcome back. I've been away for a few weeks. Like that.
Oh, that's what I hate that. I don't like you.
Right.
I hate when people in videos. I think you're going to disagree with this because you do it a lot, Jack.
Oh, go on. No, but I do a lot of stuff I hate.
Yeah, you do a lot of stuff that I hate. So
There was a very sinister undertone.
Was it
to
this
that.
episode or Urban Legends where I said, can't wait for the wedding?
Yeah, that's off.
Still stands.
so it's when people go when they make a video and they reference current things. So like they'll say in their video, "Oh, if you watched my video that I uploaded last week," it's like, I'm watching this about 18 months after you've uploaded this.
Is that
That's
not your fault
relevant.
then for not being on the hype train?
No, I agree. I don't like when people like put time relevancies in because it's
Yeah.
like I also don't get it from a YouTuber point of view because it's like if you're trying to create a video for as many new people as possible, if you're referencing stuff you've done 2 weeks ago, you're just alienating all these new people who came
Exactly.
But then what she's saying would also be relevant to if you did a video on Logan Paul when he filmed in the suicide thing and I watch it now, I'm going to go, he's done loads good since then. Why? But it was a 2-year-old
There's a
video.
date
So
on it,
that's
so-
on me then.
And also, I think you're talking, like, you're directing your video at potential new viewers, where whenever I make a video, and this may just be me, I'm really just addressing it at the people that are already
You're
there.
making an assumption no one else wants to join.
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
like,
I want to get rid of them because they've been telling me to go to bed. So I'm like, you find new people in.
I feel like I've cast my net. I've caught the sushi, and they're all in.
They're probably prawns.
and
You've cut your chopstick tree down.
yeah, exactly. Well, I like running jokes, and I know that new people might not get them. It's therefore not my burden for them to get it. If you want to know who Meb Bob is, you go the fuck back and you watch it, right?
Oh, I've thought of another thing I hate.
Is
It's still related to video intros, right?
We can do this all day.
I've got so many rants. I hate when people say, "Oh, this is the 4th time I filmed this. My camera died." We don't need to know.
We did that.
Yeah, I
with the
hate
lights.
it.
In my video,
I
we go,
hate it.
the lights went off 5 different times.
Yeah.
Just wasted my time to tell you that either you haven't charged your battery, so you're disorganised, or in your case, you filmed at our house and our electricity went out.
It was a great joke
So
about
you've
him
just
being poor.
informed us that we're just too poor to pay electricity. You've just wasted my time.
That was
It's a
the
good
joke,
point.
actually.
That is a good point. I don't care how many times you've filmed it. I'm
Yeah.
seeing the one that's worked.
Yeah.
So act as if it's just worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
just
good.
pretend.
That sounds like a bit of an excuse. So if it's shit, it was really good the first 3 times I
Yeah.
did it.
Yeah, I've lost all energy by
It's
this
what,
point.
it's what vloggers do. Vloggers do this like really weird thing where they really overestimate how much people actually give a fuck about you.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't do like callbacks or anything like that because I'm always thinking they don't care.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean, but I think a lot of vloggers do just have a false sort of like inflated sense of their own ego. What about the thing that I've heard you moan about before when you introduce a guest? Alex and I did a collab a couple of weeks back, and
This annoys me so much.
go on.
So basically, when you're sitting down to watch a YouTube video, you assume that one would have eyes. You can see the video.
Yeah, unless you're visually impaired.
And further visually impaired.
I do actually. We do have viewers who are visually impaired, by the way. So Fiona, that's really.
I know.
No, because I know what you're getting at, and this works even for the visually impaired.
Yeah, right. So it annoys me, very much annoys me, when people are clearly sitting there with someone sitting next to them and they go, "Hi guys, it's Jackmate here." Oh, I can see that. And I'm with Alex. I can see that.
Stevie, what don't you like about online?
Easy. Stands.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
I don't care.
Sorry, I'm
Like,
joking. Come back.
Fuck me. Like I haven't had to come across them too much. I've had small battles. 2 weeks ago I was in a mini battle with some slow Thai fans.
Oh wow.
But the best part of that, you know when they're stands because you click on their profile, they don't follow you, which means they've gone out of their own way to search his name and come across my tweet to start moaning at me purely because I don't like someone you do.
Yeah.
I get it a little bit with the 1975. Admittedly, probably slagged them off more than I should for a band I don't like. I don't like Matty Healy.
No, I don't.
Cunt. And the other day, I almost tweeted at his mum because she tweeted she didn't win an award this
Right.
morning, beat her to Loose Women's
okay,
Award.
yeah.
She tweeted saying, gone home, not going to lie, can't be bothered to sit at an award ceremony where we just keep losing. And I'm like, there's no wonder your son is so fucking up himself when you cry over an award. Loose women don't deserve awards.
No.
Like, it's not a good show. Compared to This Morning, which is for everyone, Loose Women is aimed purely at women, really.
Imagine if the Premier League was like that.
Yeah.
We're all going home because Liverpool only won it this year.
Yeah. Like, I was like, just reading that going, like, that is how you've brought your son up to sit.
Loose
That's why
women,
he's the way he is.
And I don't say this tongue in cheek, I say this 100% with 100% sincerity. Loose Women is the shittest program on the television. A bunch of middle-aged women passing judgment on others, and they will say stuff like, I don't like it when my husband does this. I don't like it when my husband does that, and just perpetuate this idea that like men are bad. Like,
imagine if it was the other way around. So there's like a bunch of 26-year-old men sitting in a room going, "Oh, I don't like McDonald's."
I hate her.
Yeah. oh.
But that's my point. Like, there is no way we could sit here and like one week Jack go, I hate like the way Fiona always does this stuff, and then like if we had a really attractive female on, the amount of times they've had like Anthony Joshua or someone on, and they've all
Wait.
Anthony Johnson, the most attractive female ever on
TV.
No, you haven't realised.
No, I know what's happened.
You just
I wasn't calling Fiona ugly. Let me finish.
You just pointed at Fiona and went, if we had a really
Wait, let me finish.
I missed that.
Let me finish. If
wow.
Say one week we had a guest on, really attractive female, we would not be sitting here going, "Oh my God, she's amazing." Whereas when like Anthony Joshua's been on Loose Women, they'll all be going like, "Oh my God," and like stroking his arm.
Yeah.
It's all a bit weird.
Yeah.
It's creepy.
And like men couldn't get away with that.
It's somehow sexist towards women. Do you know what I mean? Like,
how have they done that?
Like, there's a lot of great women doing great things, really like pulling themselves out of those stereotypical cliches, and the loose women are just dragging them right back in. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like if four men went, I'll tell you what we'll do, Steve. We'll sit behind a desk, right, or a half-built wall as we're just bricklaying it, right, and we'll talk about tits. Do you know what I mean? It's like, can we not do that?
Yeah, it's not. I get like you got people like Keith Lemon on TV. Fair enough, there is someone out there making it for rank.
Yeah, but Keith Lemon
is purposefully.
He's not a man. He's a
character.
He's like almost like a bit of a SpongeBob or a Mr. Blobby. Like he's there's no one that goes, he's taking the piss. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's making us look bad.
Yeah.
If someone looks at Keith Lemon and go, he's making the Keiths look bad. Like,
that is his character. He knows he's being like that.
Yeah.
He's not. Keith Lemon is not a real person.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to what this point was.
Sorry,
You'd be
but
amazed how many people don't know that.
yeah,
What,
yeah, I
Keith
know.
Lemon? Yeah, it's mental.
Yeah.
Lee
I
Francis
knew
or
a
Leigh
guy-
Francis.
Yeah, I know a guy used to think that they were all real.
Wow, so
Yeah.
That's like thinking Borat's
Celebrity
real.
Juice is a documentary. Yeah.
But yeah, Stans is the actual issue here. I'm not slacking off. Oh, I am
Maybe
slacking
ill
off Loose
just
Women,
hearing
but
it.
it's not Loose Women, and it's not Matty Healy or whatever. This alone, me just saying that about Matty Healy, people don't get an opinion's an opinion. Why are they defending him?
Don't know.
Or like, if like the slow tie stuff, someone was like, "Oh, he was in the wrong," like, but it wasn't all that bad, and it's like, what? Like,
Yeah.
you literally watched him drunkenly sexually harass Catherine Wright. Fair enough, she's come out and said that she didn't really care and it's a joke. Of course she wouldn't. She's a strong woman.
Yeah.
But there are multiple women out there who would have hated every second of that.
Yeah.
He's just happened to do it to the one person who could definitely hold her own, and she did destroy him, essentially, just mugged him off for it without him even realising. But like little things like that, I'm like, I know people are probably going to tweet me once they listen to this going, why'd you hate Matty Healy so much? He's amazing. Like, send me links of all these lovely things.
He's a lovely guy.
They just said that he's not going to do any festivals now that don't have enough women artists and stuff. Whenever I see, that's the issue with him
We
as
just
well.
complain about sexism.
No, whenever I see something about him doing that, I just think he's doing it for clout.
I reckon what he should come out and say is that he's not going to do any festivals where people pronounce the food to the foreign.
I don't think it's I know what he's referring to. He's referring to Reading lineup not
yeah.
having enough female artists on. Fuck off.
He was
Why
buzzing
does that
about being
matter?
on the main stage last year.
KSI, who cares?
One of the things that really got to me, that irritated me, was my rating 30 YouTubers first video I did. I had about 6 or 7 of the top comments going, "You've only rated one woman. Why haven't you put women in there?" I'm mugging off my least preferred YouTubers. Yeah, I've got some good ones in there.
That's a bit weird, isn't it? Yeah.
But the majority of them are YouTubers I despise.
Why would you
There's
want
not enough
women in
female representation in it. As if I'll go, all right then, well, let's put Bambino Becky in there. She's a fucking cunt. And then we'll put in someone. No, I'm not saying she is. I'm saying, for
Sorry,
example,
Becky.
I like her. But I'm saying, all right then, I'll just write up 3 women and show them it.
I get this as well. I'll occasionally see a comment on a video that I do specifically on a woman being like, always videos on women. I'm like, oh yeah, ignore the 400 other videos always on men.
Yeah.
Always on men.
So yeah, the Reading thing, I had a conversation about it. I get that they need the female representation. I do get that, but at the end of the day, Reading are trying to sell tickets. A lot of women do listen to male artists as well.
Yeah.
I'm sure I could probably say this without even knowing about you guys. I don't really listen to any female artists.
I listen
it's
to
not
one.
through sexism. I know when a voice is incredible. I know Adele's voice is incredible.
I prefer
know
that-
Jessie J can sing. I know Ariana Grande is insane. I don't like her music.
They had Billie Eilish last year, didn't they?
Yeah.
But
I don't like
to be
Billie
fair,
Eilish's music.
I looked
Like-
at the lineup this year for Reading, and half the men. I'm not going, so half the men I didn't want to go see.
Yeah.
It's about selling tickets though, and they're putting people out there that are gonna sell tickets. In the end, Liam Gallagher's gonna sell a fuckload of tickets.
Yeah.
For the like.
Randolph's going to do Husky
And
Time.
Billie Eilish did last year, but like it's.
I don't listen to many female artists because I prefer the male voice. So much so that a lot of the male, the voice that I prefer is like a husky kind of Caleb Followill, Bradley Cooper in A Star Is Born.
The ones you fancy.
Yeah. So I'm going to vote now because I think we've been on this topic long enough.
I will just say, yes, my thing was stands. I don't know if you realise that.
And
We
that's
had
people who go out of the way,
racism first,
people who
then
go out of their
sexism.
way to argue with someone they don't even know, and then
Obsessively because they're obsessed
K-pop,
with somebody, yeah.
K-pop. I
K-pop
can't
is the
stand.
worst.
Oh my god! I'm just looking at a random tweet about football. Someone's replied a video of a K-pop
to get their
singer
to get their
just
streams
dancing,
up.
and I'm like, what?
Gets
Is
their
it?
streams up on the songs and it counts towards sales.
That's not real. Then they're
That-
not real streams.
That irritates me to the nth degree, but I'm not going to put it in because I feel like the other things we've mentioned within that irritate me a little bit more. So they've kind of been overshadowed.
I meant loose women.
Then that would have gone straight in. I'm putting that in regardless.
That's now my wild card.
And I think I'm a stand for certain things. I'm a stand for like
The Joker.
West Ham Joker film. Yeah, I'll defend someone if I see someone slagging off the Joker.
Are you though?
I won't go out of my way to search it. No.
You look at West Ham news, but if someone slags off West Ham that you don't follow and you've just happened to see their
I don't
tweet
give a shit,
with
no.
one like, you're not going to reply going, actually, they're amazing.
But I think that's because I'm an adult, and when I was 14, I may have done that.
Yeah.
So stands, you can survive another day.
Oh, great. Sorry, Alex.
Especially if you stand me.
There's going to be like a thriller film where in a few weeks I'm going to be cancelled by them same people. That's going to flash back, and I could have got rid of them, but I didn't.
You
They
missed
come
your
back and they got
chance.
me. Yeah. Fiona, yours was long with long intros.
Long intros. It covered a few things, but yeah, introductions when they're too long,
Yeah.
all sorts of things.
And Alex's.
Just people telling me what to do or who are viewers of stuff. I just don't like it.
Yeah, when your viewers tell you what to do. I am going to go for that one, Alex, right? I think because I have done long, overdrawn intros.
I know, and I hate it.
It'd be hypocritical of me to put it in, but I do think you have a very
Learn
valid
from
point.
your mistakes,
Again, for
dear.
both of these, you've been a very close second, but as a YouTuber myself, I hate when the audience tell you what to do. On our Happy Hour channel, youtube.com/Jack's Happy Hour, potentially, or Happy Hour Podcast, one of the two, I can't remember the URL. People constantly go, you need to upload the full one, upload the full episode, and then we upload the full episode, and then the top comment is, just go to 47 minutes 36 to listen to Gibbs speak about this specific part.
I hate that. So I hate when they tell you what to do, which is why you guys need to subscribe to this channel and turn notifications on right now.
Yeah,
Ooh,
there we go.
hypocrisy.
A point to Stevie, a point to Alex. Fiona, this is your last chance to equalise.
The category is.
The category is ding, wild card.
Oh, I like it.
And Stevie, you've not gone first yet,
I haven't.
so we'll let you go first.
How do I boil this down to something?
Diavola.
Personal space.
Right.
So what I've actually written is people who stand near me.
Are you kidding?
What?
Oh no.
What?
So
We've got the same one.
I have a one explanation I can quickly
Not
say
very wild,
for
then, is it?
all the lads listening. Weird when someone comes and pees right next to you in a urinal when they don't have to.
Yeah, you got to leave a gap.
Relatable.
It's not a why are you next to me when my willy's out thing. It's just why is that a choice?
Weirder when they do it in the same one.
But then I actually thought of this when I messaged you about this episode, saying about doing it. I was at the gym on a treadmill, and there's about 15 treadmills in a row.
That's weird. Yeah. Yeah.
There's about 15 treadmills in a row.
You at a gym.
And wow. I was running, and there was I walked over to the treadmills. There were only 3 spare,
That's a workout
so I
in
went
itself.
into the middle one. Made sure I didn't go right next to someone when I could leave him a gap. Then all the ones near me clear up. Some guy climbs through, because you have to walk around these treadmills, climbs through the treadmill and just walks on the one next to me. Never runs at any point, just walks.
So
He's a fan, probably.
yeah.
He's a stan.
You've got a point, right? Because I think treadmill etiquette is similar to urinal etiquette.
Yeah,
we could be
really
onto
similar.
something here. You are right, and I will do that if I'm in a gym. I'll go one away and so forth. However, there's been a few things. The other day, I got on the treadmill right next to a man. Right when there was other ones free. You may be thinking, why are you the spawn of Satan? I'm
Yeah.
not. There was a fan above it.
Okay.
Is there a fan above it?
Our treadmills have a fan, so you can rotate the thing and a fan will come out of the treadmill.
Yeah, well then he's a weird cunt, yeah.
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 But like other examples, public transport,
Yeah.
when there's spare seats and they sit next to you. Someone did it to me because I was on a table, but they could have still sat across from me. They chose to sit next to me on a table at a
That's
train.
I had this. I was in an empty carriage, complete empty carriage, and somebody came and sat next to me on a 2-hour train. But it got worse. It was after about 5 minutes. There was nobody in this carriage. Nobody. They sat next to me in a 2-seater. Then they turned to me and went, "Love the videos." And then it
That's
was
creepy.
Then it was 2 hours of just sort of being like, "Oh yeah, so what do you do?" And I was like, "You have forced me. I cannot get out.
Yeah.
You have forced me into this situation."
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever told you this about a bus journey. A guy sat next to me. Shortly after, I've had knee surgery, and shortly after that surgery, I was
Bragging.
shortly after that, I had to wear a brace for a while, but then I didn't have to wear it anymore. And I got on a bus, and I sat in this chair on my own, and my leg pretty much had to be straight. If I tried to bend it, it would really hurt. So this guy sits next to me. I'm pushed up against the window already, and he just slaps my leg.
What?
And I just look at him, and I don't do anything, because I'm British. It's awkward.
Yeah.
He then just literally grabs my leg and shifts it across.
That's
No.
Wait, so he didn't
That's a
say
violation.
anything.
Didn't say a word. And
a
I just looked at him and
violation.
went, "What the fuck?" And all the people on the bus were just looking. And he just went, "You're on my part of the seat." And I was just like, "Oh,
I'm
sorry."
disabled, I'm
I literally just
disabled.
went to him, "I've had knee surgery," and went, "Oh, how convenient." I'm not even joking. Yeah, I'm not even joking. He went, "How convenient." And I went, "I'm not joking. I can prove it." And he went, "Oh, yeah, of course you can." So I whipped out my phone and scrolled to find the photo of you having surgery on this time. And he went, "I don't fucking care." And I was like, "You are mental." And like everyone was just looking. And as soon as a seat came free, I just went, "Do you want to move there?"
What did he move?
No. He literally stayed on until he got off the bus, and he got off and some person looked at me and just went, "You all right?" I was like, "What the fuck was that?"
Wow.
Like, yeah.
That's
That
mental.
was the weirdest situation I think I've ever
How
been
old
in.
was he?
He would have probably been about 40.
Okay, personal space. Fiona, do you just echo that point then?
Well, I had that written down.
Yeah.
Did you have a second, please? That's mine.
Okay, all right. So I'm going to change my wild card since Stevie nicked
Had the
mine.
best.
You could say he invaded your personal space.
He did invade my personal space. So I'm going to go with shower heads.
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean you know? What?
I don't know.
What do we
I don't
know?
think you do.
Go, explain to me. I need more
So, you need context. Right. So I have a really weird habit that I
of
don't...
showering.
Oh my God, what?
Pretty weird.
I will shower once I've finished my hair and makeup. I don't know why.
Weird.
That
You're
is
just
weird.
looking at me like I'm an alien. So yeah, I don't start. I start off
I
by.
don't know.
I don't think you can relate to this. You might be able to. It's up
No.
to you. But so I wash my face, do my skincare, then I put all my makeup on. I do my hair, then I shower last because then I'm all fresh. I put my clothes on, spray my perfume, jewelry on, ready to go. So shower heads piss me off because sometimes they're doing what they're meant to be doing. They're going at where you've set them. and then all of a sudden, they just decide to go in another angle, and they'll spray you in the face. And it's like, I didn't set you to do that. And all of a sudden, it's just like, oh, a little stream of water. I'm going this way. No, I'm going this way now. And it'll end up spraying you in the face. And because I've already done all my makeup, I'm trying desperately to only shower from the neck downwards.
I think this is your problem.
Yeah, that's why I put it in room 201.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if I put shower heads into room 201, I can't use shower heads. And I shower in a normal order. You don't.
So you do your makeup after the shower?
Yeah, I do, yeah. But what I would say is, if I was going to put anything in room 201, it would be the order in which you choose to do your morning routine. That would be that.
No.
It would be that.
No.
So I'm afraid I'm going to already rule you out, Fiona.
No.
Yeah, I am. And that means no bonus round. Because Alex, if he's got a better one than Stevie's personal space, he will nick the win. And Stevie, if he doesn't, you've got the win. Fiona, you gave a valiant effort, though, because in round 1 and 2, you came very, very close.
It's only because Stevie nicked my one. I was going to say personal space.
Well, up here in the old head, you can take it as a win, all right?
I can't take anything
no, not
as
yet.
a win.
Alex might win.
Right, go on.
Mine is when you get into a taxi and they go, where do you want to go? And then you go, this place. And they go, you got the directions for that?
Oh.
And I'm like, no, that's why I got in the fucking taxi. You bastard, this is your job.
Yeah.
Me and Jack had this the other day. I can't remember where
we were in an Uber.
Yeah, and he was like, he got up to the place or got near to the place, and he was like, oh, is it around here? I don't
know, mate.
We're
I don't
not
know.
from here, and you are an Uber driver.
Yeah.
You have directions on your phone. You've gotten us 17 minutes of the way.
Yeah.
Just do the last bit. You don't need us.
I had it yesterday as well.
Before I delve into that, I've just got a quick story. I was in London a few months back with Fiona, and we was walking down the street outside Liverpool Street, and I was trying to find my hotel. So I was looking at my maps, following the little thing. And then this taxi driver, this black cab driver, he was just shouted something to me out the window. He went, "Oh, you're over around there, mate." I went, "What?" He looked at me with so much venom. He went, and this is vertebrate. How do you say?
Verbatim.
Verbatim, right? Word for word. Yeah. He went, "You fucking Uber rats probably round there, mate." And I showed him my phone. I went, "I'm trying to find my hotel." And he went, "Oh, right. Okay."
And he just drove off.
Yeah. You didn't even say sorry. You hate Ubers with so much disdain that you just assume anyone's getting an Uber. Right, okay, so Fiona, you're out of the game, so maybe you can help me judge this.
Okay, sure.
Oh, well, no, that's not fair, actually, because you were going to team up with Stevie anyway and say personal space. So
because I could be against Stevie because he nicked.
Well, then that's unfair regardless.
I'm going to base it purely on the context. What do I prefer? I'm mulling this over in my head. Do I prefer people that invade your personal space? Or do I...
Casual racism from me.
I'm going to go for... Oh, it's tense, isn't it? It's tense. I'm going to put into room 201 people that invade your personal space.
There it is.
And I'll tell you for why. It's because, Alex, that does irritate me to shit, but it's only happened once or twice in my life that the taxi drivers don't know. Usually they're very, very competent. People that invade my personal space happens almost, I was going to say almost weekly.
That's it, you podcast. Don't get out much.
So there we go. Stevie, you are, what'd they say at the end? They say you are our
loser,
winner of the week, or
I don't know.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Just tell me I won.
You
just
won.
Tell me I won something for the first time in my life.
You won, and the other two, you are very, very worthy competitors. You both came close. So
thank you so much.
So Fiona didn't get a single point.
Yeah,
make me win.
Okay, we will probably play this again if you liked it, guys. Do remember you can leave us a review on the iTunes store. 5 stars would be preferred. We will accept 4, but 5 is the optimum.
And we might start reading them out at the start of the show.
We certainly should do that. We keep forgetting, don't we? Alex, it's been a pleasure to have you back in the Happy Hour studio. I'm sure we'll see you again soon.
Yeah.
Fiona, thanks.
You're very welcome.
I'm sure you'll be back as well. You've got a lot of spare time now, haven't you?
I do. Well, apart from tending to my chopstick trees. It takes a lot of time.
And there's millions of them.
Yeah.
Stevie, you are the champion. This has been Jack Mate's Happy Hour, and we will see you when we see you. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.